He is the best of the best, the creme de la creme of pickup artists, dating coaches, right? And his closure rate is 10%. But wait, it's not even that. Yo, what is happening, YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we will be talking about John Anthony Lifestyle, aka Mr. 1500 himself, a very controversial figure in the PUA, aka pickup artist community. Now, let me just get this out the way. I do not partake in this community, although I do find the content entertaining and fascinating. I like to try and figure out, their whole thought process, what motivates them to just constantly be on this hunt all day, every day. I find it fascinating. That being said, he is the best of the best, according to, what he says and his testimonials and all that. But something I seen very recently is telling to me, where he kind of disproves his own method, which he calls scientific and optimized, right? It says putting the science back into seduction, right? So science would mean it's a method that you can replicate. You can do it over and over when you have these certain parameters in place. I'm gonna play the first clip, and then I'm gonna go to the clip that made me think or confirm, this is all bullshit like I thought.
8 weeks. Okay, this dude was impressed by the engineering and systematization that goes in my system. Okay, I come from a background of playing pro poker, competing in chess tournaments, working on ballistic missile defense for a famous defense contractor, Lockheed Martin. I'm very good at optimizing systems, and I poured most of my adult life free time into relentlessly evolving and optimizing my dating system here. This dude only been...
Okay, so he says he put his adult life into finding the right system. Basically, when you do this, this will happen. It's a scientific method to his madness, right? And that's what he says. And I'm going to assume all these testimonials are 100% true. I'm not here to say that anyone here is lying, and I'm not here to say that. But I just want to have a build up to this clip, and then I'm going to explain my position.
Of 100% close rate. Oh, if a girl is interested in me or a girl looks at me or whatever, and I decide I want her, my close rate's 100% or close to 100%. Total bullshit. Okay.
I agree with that. That's just impossible.
Coming from a real expert, around the time I had 1,000 girls in December 2018, I had about 10,000 phone numbers in my phone. When I hit 1,500 in June of 2022, I had a little over 15,000 contacts in my phone. It shows that it's 10% at a high level. At a world-class level of skill, you're gonna be closing 10% of the girls, not 100%.
Okay, so you heard that here first. Well, second, he said it first. But he's saying that at a very high level, he is the best of the best, the creme de la creme of pickup artists, dating coaches, right? And his closure rate is 10%. But wait, it's not even that. It's not even that, because one thing we can fairly assume is that every girl that he's approached has not given them their number, right? So his actual closure rate or success rate with women that he finds good looking enough to have sex with and approach to try and get their number, we can assume is actually less than 10% of the number that he's disclosed. Because we know every girl didn't give him his number. I guarantee if you pull up a video of one of his infields, there's girls not even giving the number. So we can assume that the best of the best doesn't even have a 10% success rate. And I'm sorry, where in science could you say this is a scientifically proven method of success and have less than 10% success? If your missiles that you were working on only hit its target 10% of the time, would you have a job? Would the government want to take on something that is that inaccurate, knowing that all the other casualties that aren't of war that would take place? Probably not. It wouldn't be a good look if 9 out of the 10 missiles hit some fucking random village. or missed its target. Okay? If you were playing baseball, 40%, if you got on base 40% of the time from swinging your bat, that would be historically great. Historically great. But if you only hit 10% of the time, you better be really good at throwing a slider. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one thing we can assume is that not even every girl gave him the number, so that means his actual success rate is less than 10%. Number two is that you're definitely not going to be as good as him, correct? So that means you're not even closing that. So this is what my brain has come to the conclusion of, that he isn't telling you or showing you how to get the girl that you want, because we can assume 100% of the girls that you approached, and you're not even getting 10%. So his system doesn't show you how to get the girls that you want. It shows you how to not fuck up the girls that are already kind of into you, that find you somewhat attractive or charming or whatever it is. He's showing you how to not fuck that up, because he is the best of the best. And what it looks like to me is that 10% of women, or less than that, find him attractive enough to have sex with, and he is playing his cards right to not fuck that up, which would disprove game in some aspects. Because if you have game and you have a system, I'm not saying it should be 100%, but you would think that it would at least be closer to 100 than it is to 0, when right now his system is closer to 0% than it is to 20%. If we're just breaking it down realistically. Okay, if you have like some kind of like an explanation or like a defense for how something can work less than 10% of the time, and say that it's a scientifically reliable system that you can base your actions and belief on, I mean, go ahead, have at it, but it's going to be hard to convince me. What it looks like to me is that he's showing guys that are pussies, that were scared of women. He's giving them courage and direction on how to not fuck up a girl that is into them. Okay? Because he's not showing you how to get the girl that you want. And two, there's another one, just a side note, bro. He calls everyone else's girls, busted and trash, and their 4s and their 3s, and he's only banging 9s and 10s, bro. I don't care where you live, you're not coming across no 15,000 stunners. You're not coming across 15,000 9s and 10s, bro. You're not. I'm sorry. There's just not that many walking the earth, bro. There isn't. Okay, so he's like, everyone's a 3 and a 4, but every girl he goes with is a goddamn stunner. I doubt it. I highly doubt that shit. There aren't that many women that are just like break your neck type. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my thoughts on his whole thing. Like, to me, when I saw this clip, I laughed out loud, because I was like, so you're promoting a system, a scientifically optimized system that will not even get you success 10% of the time. Which I have a sneaking suspicion, if a really good looking guy implemented his system, would probably have way over 10%, because, the looks would matter more. And he looks kind of like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or like a pug-faced dog, whatever, a bulldog. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm out. Peace.